Happy Independence Day, Bahamas. Today is July the 10th. Let's celebrate with a story. Before we get started, let's keep this in mind. When Bahamian storytellers enter a room, they will call out, Bunde! And the audience will reply, Bunde. Let's keep that in mind throughout our story today. This story is called The Whale and the Elephant. Once upon a time was a very old time. The monkey chewed tobacco and spit white lime. It wasn't my time. It wasn't your time. It was old story time. Bunde! Bunde. Barabi overheard his friends Whale and Elephant talking about how big and strong they were, and he wanted to teach them a lesson. So Barabi went out and got himself a long rope, threw it over his shoulder, and headed into the forest looking for his friend Elephant. One thing we need to know about Barabi is that he is a very clever fellow. When he found his friend, this is what he said. Hey, good morning, Elephant. How you doing? Hey, Barabi, I'm just fine today. How about you? Barabi started. Well, the Elephant, I am feeling strong today. As a matter of fact, I am feeling so strong that I want to make a bet with you. I bet that I can tie this rope around you and pull you all the way to the ocean. Elephant laughed, loud and hard. Barabi! You must be kidding. Look at me. You see, I'm a big fellow. You see how big I am, right? I am so big that my ears is bigger than you. And you think that little you can pull a big fella like me all the way to the ocean? Barabi looked at the elephant and said, like I said, I am feeling strong today. But if you don't want to bet, that's okay. I will just tell everyone that you're afraid to bet with me. Scared? I am not scared. I am too big to be scared of anything. But if you want to bet, then I will take your bet. I am bigger and stronger, so I will win. Barabi tied the rope around the elephant and said, I will tie this end around you and then I will go to the ocean. When you hear my horn, that is the signal to pull. All right, Barabi. I will wait for your signal. Bunde! Bunde. Barabi took the other end and headed out to the ocean. When he got to the ocean, he called out for his friend Whale, who was swimming in the deep. He cried out, Whale! 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 It's me, Barabi! When Whale heard his friend, he came swimming close to the land. Hey, Barabi, how you doing today? Here, Barabi, no. I'm doing good. I'm fine. As a matter of fact, I feel strong. I feel so strong that I want to make a bet with you. I bet I can tie this rope around you and pull you onto land. The whale laughed, loud and hard. Barabi! Barabi! You see how big I am? I am so big that my fin is bigger than you. How can you think that a little fella like you can pull a big fella like me onto the land? Barabi said to the whale, I know you are much bigger than I am, but I still think that I can pull you onto the land. But if you're too scared to bet, then don't take it. I will just tell everyone that the whale is afraid to make a bet with me. Scared? Me? Oh no, I am not scared of anything. I am too big to be scared of anything. But if you want to bet, then fine. I will bet with you. I am stronger and I'm sure to win. Barabi took the end of the rope and tied it around the whale and said, I will take the other end of the rope and go into the forest. I'm going to blow my horn. When you hear it, that is your signal to start pulling. All right, Barabi, I will wait to hear your signal. And Barabi started moving. Bunde! Bunde. Barabi went into the forest and found himself a tall pine tree. And he climbed up to the top and he could see the woods to his left and the ocean to his right. Perfect. He pulled out his conch and raised it to his lips. It had one end cut off so that you could blow into it. He raised it up and blew a long note. Brrrr. The sound of the shell could be heard from far away. Bunde! Bunde. The elephant was the first to hear the sound, based on the direction of the wind. And he began to pull, but was surprised. He expected it to be really easy to pull Barabi. But Barabi sure is strong today, he said to himself. So he grabbed hold of that rope and he pulled and pulled and pulled until he pulled the whale right onto the land. Bunde! Bunde. Meanwhile, the whale was laying in the ocean sunning himself when he first felt the tug. And he thought to himself, wait, Barabi sure is strong today. Suddenly, the whale found himself on land with trees and sand. He looked around and couldn't believe it. He grabbed hold of that rope and started to pull and pull and pull and pull until he pulled the elephant right into the ocean. The elephant found himself standing on the bottom of the ocean with fish and turtles and other sea creatures swimming by. He grabbed hold of that rope and stepped onto the land and pulled and pulled. And the elephant and the whale pulled back and forth and back and forth. They kept going at this for a long time. From land to sea, from sea to land, over and over. Bunde! Bunde. Barabi sat in his hiding place in the tree, watching his friends laughing back and forth, and he laughed. He had a grand old time because he had fooled his friends. Bunde! Bunde. Finally, after a long time, the rope broke. And the elephant landed somewhere in the middle of the woods, and the whale landed somewhere in the middle of the ocean. Barabi came down from his hiding spot and went to find the elephant. When he got there, the elephant said to him, Man, Barabi, I didn't know you were so strong. I mean, you're certainly stronger than me. I guess you win the bet. Barabi laughed to himself and went to the ocean. When he got to the ocean, he called out, "The whale!" When the whale came to him, He said, "Well, Barabi, I didn't know you were so strong. You certainly showed me today. I guess you're the winner of this bet." Barabi laughed to himself and he said, "Well, my friends, next time you will think twice before getting into a bet with Barabi." Barabi went home, feeling really good about himself. And he laughed for a long time. But they say that from that day to this, because of that tug of war, elephant will never go to the ocean, and whale will never go to land. Ebo Ben, this story end. Bunde! Bunde.